The first big story is the TikTok ban. TikTok CEO obviously spoke in front of Congress last week, and I don't want to dive into the semantics of that. I think all of you guys out there can go digest it. We all have lots of opinions. I have 800,000 followers on TikTok, so I am, just like many of you, very concerned if they ban the app. I do understand stepping back and understanding different sides. If you go to China, there's not one U.S. social media site allowed there, whether that's for the reasons of privacy, and really they know that you can really spy on people's phones and turn on microphones, etc. If that app is on people's phones, there's a lot of things. There's propaganda through these channels that we all know that these apps are playing a part in, just like traditional media and news played a part in it back in the day. But I was just looking at a couple things just to share with you guys some context for both sides of the perspective of the situation. While I don't want to see TikTok get banned, I do think the reality is something dramatic will happen this year. Chinese government is saying they really are committed to not selling. They're trying to basically make that feel like it's a no-go to get the public pressure to keep the app, and everything in ByteDance's hands. But I do think it's going to be inevitable this year. And why is, if you look at a list of blocked websites in China, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, Snapchat, LinkedIn, Quora, pretty much anything US is not allowed in China. I'm sure that's a lot to do with propaganda and spying and etc. Probably a lot of the same concerns that we have with TikTok being here. And I think they did a decent job at saying they're not doing anything, and that basically all of TikTok is now based in the US. I think they were saying U.S. staff and U.S. personnel and a U.S. company now. I don't know if they'll believe that, and I also think this is a bigger geopolitical aspect with the war and China looking like they're supporting Putin and trying to get more alliances and trying to become the dominant power in the world. I just think this is just part of the bigger game. It's U.S. versus China right now, and it's just an app that's going to get caught up in the turmoil. So I want to give you guys a perspective of what you should do. I mean, I've been at this game a long time. I've seen social media apps. I had hundreds of thousands of followers on MySpace go away and was very slow to pushing people to Facebook. So I think I would like to give you guys a couple pieces of advice. And I know you're young, if you're watching this, or you're a creator, or this is your first time. A lot of us on TikTok, this is our first time becoming monster influencers or having even 20 or 30,000 followers, because the app did a lot of things right. We'll get into this later in the episode, is why TikTok really changed the game. And I do think it was user first, and I think it's struggling to continue that momentum. Meaning, and everyone was getting exposed, content was going, wild. Now there's just so much saturation, and you're seeing more ads, space going, money going to, inventory going to ads. It's just going to be a tougher time to grow on TikTok. But here's what you should be doing: you should be pinning a comment on every TikTok post saying, "Hey, if you like this content." With the TikTok ban, maybe follow me on Instagram or YouTube Shorts, wherever you think you're going to be more dominant. I think Instagram Reels is a perfectly viable backup right now. I do think YouTube Shorts has the longer tail, better potential for you as a creator and revenue-wise. I think you should be adding a link in your bio to be collecting emails, and again, suggesting in some of your content, even if it feels unnatural. Hey, this might happen. Please follow me on this, or click the link in my bio and subscribe to my newsletter. If you're a live streamer, maybe Twitch is the right platform for you. So start, doing your live TikToks and talking to people about joining us on Twitch, because this might happen. The 150 million people that are on TikTok, they do know that it could be inevitable that the app goes this year. So you really need to be doing that. You should be monitoring the news. This might happen overnight. This might happen by the end of the year. This might happen next year. But I definitely think you need to be paying attention, or follow my channel, because I will be keeping you updated as fast as possible on all the news going on with TikTok. And I just think it's a tough time. It's a game-changing time, and this podcast is just basically what the hell's going on social media, or what the F really. It's just never always going to change. I've been around. I've seen, when Twitter was the big player, when it came out, when Gary Vee was on it, and all that other stuff. You just need to be prepared. You need to realize that if you're having success on one channel, you need to be able to push it the other way. Just like Vine, and again, I like to joke MySpace. Vine was a monster, and a lot of the Viners weren't making money. Vine wasn't paying creators, and it got bought by Twitter. For some reason, they killed it off, which sucks, because that could have been literally the game changer long term. And we'll dive into why even Vine was successful in the next part of this video. But you need to be moving people off TikTok onto your other channels. It's going to be inevitable. I do think the two places I really like is Instagram Reels, and hopefully they'll get back to rev share. They did say they stopped the creator fund, which was great. I think it was the only reason I was posting on Instagram and was bringing me back to the channel was the creator fund. But I do think they're going to go to a rev share at some point. It's inevitable, or Facebook and Instagram probably die. YouTube Shorts. I think YouTube and YouTube Shorts, that actually is really where this game is going. Interest-based content micro content being shorts, feeding to your pillar content, which is either a longer form or some other version, or if you just could be a shorts creator and you like the 60-second format, stick with that. There's still insane amount of upside on shorts. That's why I'm doing this whole show. I'm actually focused on shorts right now, even though I have almost 800,000 followers, on TikTok. So I hope it helps. I know this is going to be a tough time for all you guys, but lots more to talk about in social media.